Hey guys, today we're going to talk about this little thing over here, which is far more than a simple wireless lavalier microphone. This is the BoyaMagic, which is a very unique AI transformable wireless microphone. Before we start, this is a sponsored review. Boya did send me the microphone for free. However, they did not see any script or even the video before publishing it, so everything I say, my own objective thoughts about this microphone. And also, this entire review will be recorded on the BoyaMagic, so you can hear how it sounds like. The first part of the review is going to be the raw audio coming out of the BoyaMagic. I've got the receiver hooked up to my camera, and this is the raw audio. But for the second part of the review, I'm going to apply some EQ tweaks so you can have an idea how it could sound with some post-production work. So what sets this microphone apart and makes it very unique and versatile is that it's a 4-in-1 system. The first configuration is, as you can see, a regular clip-on wireless microphone, which is quite small and lightweight. It weighs only 7 grams, and as you can see, it's a very small microphone. On the back, you can clip it like any lavalier microphone, but also it has a magnetic base and comes with this magnet. So if you don't want to clip it, you can have it magnetically connected to your shirt, as I have done over here. And as with all wireless lav mics, they come with a charging case to store and charge the microphones. And this is the charging case that the BoyaMagic comes with. As you can notice, it looks very different than regular charging cases, and that's because it's more than a charging case. So when you open this over here, this is where you can place both microphones. This charges the microphone, but it does more than that. If I take this lavalier microphone out and I press the button to turn it on, it turns into a handheld microphone. It also comes with this pop filter, so you can place that on and use this as a wireless handheld microphone. And what's nice is that if you take your second lav mic that's inside the case and place it on someone or yourself in that case, you can record from both. So if you're interviewing someone and you don't really want to mic them up and have the lavalier microphone over here, you can mic yourself up with the wireless lav and then have them hold this handheld microphone and conduct your interview, and you're going to get crisp sound from both subjects. So this is now the second configuration, a wireless handheld microphone. The third, it comes with this nice stand that turns it into a desktop microphone. So you've got a 1/4-inch thread over here. Connect that. Open the tripod. Angle the microphone. And you've got a wireless desktop microphone that you can use on your desk. And configuration number 4, detach the legs from the tripod. You've got a cold shoe, which you can put on your camera's hot shoe. You can put the camera receiver here and attach the microphone, and you get yourself an on-camera microphone. And now for the remainder of the review, I'm going to apply some basic EQ tweaks in post-production so you can hear the potential of how the microphone could sound with some post-production work. The microphone comes with a camera receiver, which I have right now hooked up to my Sony a6700. That connects via a 3.5mm cable to your camera's microphone port, and it has 3 gain output levels. Right now I have it set on the maximum, so on the 3rd level, while I have the camera's built-in gain set at lowest at around 5, if I'm not mistaken. And I'd always recommend setting up your built-in camera at a lower gain and increasing the gain on the microphone, as the preamp is generally much better on an external microphone than it is on your camera. But you can also connect the BoyaMagic to your phone. And the phone's receiver, well, it is very smartly attached over here magnetically. This is the phone's USB-C receiver, and there's another one for Lightning, and you can simply plug that into your phone to get an instant connection with a microphone. It also has a USB-C port over here, so it allows pass-through charging in case you want to be charging your phone while using the microphone. Let's talk about a few of the features of the microphone. First of all, it's got 24-bit 48 kHz recording, which is great. It has a safety track option, which is a -12 decibel track. In case you are peaking or subjected to loud noises, you have a safety track at -12 decibels that you can use in post-production. But not only that, it also has what they're calling smart limiter. This intelligently prevents audio clipping if you're subjected to sudden loud noises. And let me demonstrate that. So I have this right now close to my mouth, and if I start raising my voice as I am now, typically you would be clipping, but I am not. Now, it doesn't sound that great, but there's no clipping which is awesome. And I really love this feature, especially that there's no 32-bit float on this microphone. And I think it will come greatly in handy in case there's sudden loud noises or your subject speaks at a higher voice. Another standout feature of this microphone is AI noise cancellation. Boya says it uses an AI chip and they've trained the microphone on 700,000 audio samples in over 20,000 hours of deep learning to identify common noises and eliminate them in real time. That's all great on paper. Does it actually work? Well, you tell me. I'm gonna turn on this loud vacuum cleaner, and careful, lower your volume, especially if you have earbuds on. And now I am going to turn on noise cancellation. So right now, the AI noise cancellation is on. The vacuum cleaner is extremely loud, but as you can hear, the BoyaMagic is able to cut down drastically on the sound of the vacuum cleaner. And my voice, while not perfectly clear, is perfectly understandable. That was pretty loud, and that was a stress test. I don't think anyone's going to be recording audio with something as loud as a vacuum cleaner, but I wanted to push it to its limits and see how well it is. Now let's head out on the street for a more realistic scenario where you might be recording with some traffic around you to show you how well the noise cancellation works in a real-life situation. So right now I'm on a street, there's cars passing by as you can see, and noise cancellation is turned off. Let me turn it on. And this is with noise cancellation turned on, and as you can hear, there's a world of difference between noise cancellation turned on and noise cancellation turned off. So I wanted to show you again if used in handheld mode. And again, let me turn on noise cancellation. And now it is on. And I wanted to show you again how well the safety feature, the limiter, works. The microphone is a bit far from my mouth right now, but if you gave it to someone and they just suddenly got it much closer to their mouth, or they started speaking at a much higher volume, as you can see, there's still no clipping, which is an awesome feature. So that's it for me for the BoyaMagic. I think it's a great microphone. It's really versatile. And I really love the innovation in this charging case that doubles as a handheld microphone or an on-camera microphone, though I generally am not a big fan of on-camera microphones. I generally prefer microphones that are much closer to your subject, whether it's a lav or a handheld. I also absolutely love that the transmitter is stored magnetically on the charging case itself. The AI noise cancellation works great, and the audio quality, as you can hear, is also really, really good. Having said that, it's not a perfect microphone. There's two things I would have wished if they were different. None of them are deal breakers, but maybe a wish list. The first one is the desktop stand that it comes with. It's a really nice, high quality stand. However, it's a bit low for desk usage. I wish it was telescopic, where you can raise it a little bit to get the microphone closer to your mouth if you have it on a desk. The way it currently sits, it's a bit low. For example, I do have this generic tripod, mini tripod, that has telescopic feet, so you can actually extend those, and it gets to be much higher than the stand that comes with the BoyaMagic, which gets the microphone closer to your mouth. So that's the first thing. I wish the mini tripod had telescopic feet or a telescopic stem to increase the height. And the second minor complaint is that the camera module cannot be charged or stored in the case, as is the case with many or most wireless microphones, where you store and charge the camera receiver in the case itself. And I completely understand that they wanted a thin and minimal design because this also doubles as a handheld. And to be honest, I don't think it's realistic to fit the camera module over here, but unfortunately this means this has to be carried separately, but also charged separately, which is again, not a deal breaker, just a wish list. If there was a way to fit in somehow a camera module on this case or in this case to charge it simultaneously and store it, that would have been awesome, but I'm being very nitpicky. None of these are deal breakers. The microphone delivers and delivers exceptionally well. It sounds great. It's very versatile. The wireless slab is very small and lightweight, so I really can't complain. So if you are looking for a wireless lavalier microphone, I would definitely recommend looking at the BoyaMagic. That's it for me. I'll put links in the description to the product page of the BoyaMagic. These are affiliate links, so if you do decide to purchase, I would appreciate it if you'd go through these links. I may earn a small commission and absolutely no extra cost to you, but this will greatly help support the channel. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, as this encourages me to continue producing content. Until next time, cheers.